Now, let me ask you something. For children whose parents suddenly, started having financial setbacks, and I mean, children who are always like going to private schools, and all of a sudden the parent came back home and said, "Hey, everybody, we have to, change the school and everything." Do you think they should, be understanding enough to flow with your parent at the time?
Being a son of a well-known man in our area, when I was doing that security job, I had to cover my face sometimes. So I dress, how all those DSS used to dress, cover their this place. Because people will know me. Then I had to come and do a 10,000 naira job in Lagos.
Sometimes in life, challenges or hard times helps to, reshape your brain.
Yes, of course. Hi, my name is DRE. I'm an applicant here, but I figured out
at least if you don't have anything, have English.
Have English.
So let me face the camera. We want to break the table. Gospel music in Lagos, gospel music in Ibadan City.
It's totally different.
There's somebody in Osun State who is thinking, let me just get to Ibadan first. I'll get it. And there's somebody in Ibadan thinking,
let me just get to Lagos. My brother, all those things no follow. The height you're going to attain is determined mostly by your depth.
Yeah.
The depth of your roots.
Say that again. Do you know that cocoa house you are seeing? That very tall cocoa house. If you see the foundation is enough like to hold a whole building.
Yes.
So it's so deep. So your depth matters. Do you think you can maintain your career with no song to your credit? Now I want to break another table. Do you think it is proper to host a gospel concert and monetize entry? Or should you get your water?
I don't mind at this junction.
You waited for several years looking for kids, and how was that moment for you? How long did you have to wait for?
7 years.
7 years.
There was a lot of pressure from both sides.
From the families.
If your wife go and slap somebody outside,
now you slap.
It's actually the man that decides which gender comes out. Not even the woman.
And you mean the woman go. Don't give it out.
You're giving me this one.
Boys alone.
At the point, I told my dad, I said, please, let this be the last time you talk to me about this.
Are you serious?
I told him, yeah. Every Saturday morning, my mom, my dad just come. Go. Early in the morning.
They'll come to the house.
My house, yes.
Are you serious?
There was even pressure to marry another person. They said my wife was a witch. They say you be witch. And we don't get money. You know to say they waste your wish? I go, they try, they know that their parents, their voice go loud. Say, they do me well.
They will not even care now. So after 7 years of waiting.
Yeah, she took him.
And it was twins.
Instead of twins.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
In that space of praying, you did do.
Baba, I don't go do that.
So now it means you had like your wife conceived twins 3 times.
3 times.
She lost the first one.
Yeah.
So now when your family and everybody that was saying winch. Now when they had winch down, give us speaking.
Baba, I became a celebrity. Oh, but everywhere I scatter. Everywhere I scatter.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome to the Way Out conversation. Yeah, right here. My name is Alexander Demuiwa, so popularly known as GUYSAPALA. So you're welcome to another episode of the Way Out conversation, where we're going to be having conversations, and each and every of our listeners will be getting the way out. So with me today, I have Dr. Dre. Ladies and gentlemen, celebrate with me, Dr. Dre.
Thank you so much.
So you can call him Baba Biggie times 2. So, Dr. Dre, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you so
much. So for those people, who are like, who is Dr. Dre? Can we meet you deeply, sir?
Okay, my name is SOBOWALE. People call me Dr. Dre Concept. I'm a gospel music promoter.
Yes, sir.
I'm a lover of God. As you've heard, I'm Baba Biji. That's all about me.
There's a lot about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody that is listening to us at this moment, so I want to use this moment to, tell you that we are open to sponsorship on this program. So, if you would like us to display your brand, individuals' brand, so you can reach out to us on this number showing on the screen. And more so, I want to tell you that there's something big coming to the city of Ibadan. So, in the month of May, so that is called the Way Out Conference. So where all youth and adults will be gathering together in this city, it's going to be a very vulnerable meeting where people with experience will come to share a lot of experiences, and we're going to be blessed. So now, Dr. Dre with me here. Dr. Dre. So can we go back to your background, your childhood, the schools you've attended? So can we meet you in those areas, sir?
All right. I attended Providence Primary School in Lagos. From there, I graduated to Providence High School. I moved to Samari Comprehensive High School. From there, I attended Federal University of Agriculture, a FUNAB, and then I did my master's in UK, and then professionally, still an
when they say Botti, Dr. Dre is Botti. I went to Providence, I want school to get pro English school. It was only time for Baptist school. Okay, but like comprehensive high school. So man, like the boy, no, I want school. So what can you say about your childhood? Is like how can you describe your growing up? I mean, were you raised in Ibadan or Lagos?
I was born and brought up in Lagos.
Lagos, see. So, like, what can you tell us about your child? Like, how was it for you? Was it toxic? Was it? I mean, were you free? Were you a happy child? I mean, what can you say about yourself growing up?
Well, my background, it's a long story. Having been raised by a father who is a contractor, he tried as much as possible to give us his best. He tried his bit. Shout out to my dad. He's a great guy. He's a good guy.
So
my childhood was not, it's not that smooth, not that, I mean, literally for everybody. I didn't come from a too wealthy kind of family, but not too bad. So my dad tried his bit. My childhood had a mix of exposure plus inexposure. I wasn't too exposed to crazy things until my dad stopped being a contractor and life began to show me.
So what age were you at the time when life began to, show itself?
Okay, basically that was in my university days. And it was crazy.
It was crazy, So at those times, what were the things you remember now? You're like, I'm not proud of this. Were you a shomo in school?
Well, partly yes, I was.
So
partly yes, I was. But those times if you don't have money, I mean, which one you want? You don't get money.
You don't get money.
Which one you say you want to share that period? So. That's why I said partly, I mean, it was a period of struggle for me. Like when I wanted to gain admission to FUNAB, for instance, my dad paid for my pre-degree. The guy, like I said, he really tried. He paid for pre-degree and then he asked me, guy, if you fail, no job come back this house.
Just stay there.
Just fail and fail away. So apparently I had to put in a lot of effort. I had so many brilliant friends. I mean, with me, put me through. We read. Long story short, we shall passed. I get admission in 200 level. So having my dad lost businesses and some other things, it was a crazy one because finance in the house was not really there to a point that I was schooling and I had to travel back to Lagos to do a security job.
Are you serious?
Yes, and being a son of a well-known man in our area, when I was doing that security job, I had to cover my face sometimes. So people, I dress, how all those DSS used to dress, cover their this place, because people will know me
like mini Boko
Haram. So I had to cover my face. But there was something distinct about me that even my employers learned, or they saw. They were like, this guy is not. Circumstance brought him this up. I didn't tell anybody the school I was. I didn't, but then I had to come and do a 10,000 naira job in Lagos. So just to go back to school to keep ends meet. So it was.
Sorry. So from Boti to Park, it's not Park yet. So it's Park. So I've been listening to you talking about your dad. How about your mom?
Yes, my mom too tried a bit. My mom
was she involved in the whole?
She was involved in all of the whole process. She was involved. Like I said, I mean, I'm blessed to have come out from both of them. It was not a too smooth one, and that was one of the things that gave me the kind of inspiration. And I told myself, yeah, to Jebaba,
as somebody who had, and I kind of understand, the story because my story was somehow,
Similar.
similar. So now let me ask you something. For children whose parents suddenly, started having financial setbacks, and I mean, children who are always like going to private schools, and all of a sudden the parent came back home and said, "Hey, everybody, we have to, change the school and everything."
Reshuffle.
So, some children, that is the beginning of waywardness for them. Some are like, do you want me to survive? Some are doing a sort of things that are, not, good to hear. So, what would you say to children of such? Because it happens. And those parents, they never planned it. It just happened, like, maybe some business just didn't work out and they spend money and all this. So, what would you say to those kind of children? Do you think they should, be understanding enough to flow with their parent at the time? There's a lot of decisions to make. Some children will just leave the house and, go out to hustle. Some will just be like, some will keep disturbing their parents. So what do you think, children at that point, what do you think they should do?
I think it goes beyond what they should do. The most important thing in that space is to figure out in the place of prayer who you are and who God wants you to be. Because it's not a child's play, like I said. What I'll suggest for them is just be prayerful, be patient, be exposed, equip yourself as much as you can. Let me share this with you. I've always been a church boy from the 90s, early 90s. And then myself and my dad, when there was no money again, that youthful exuberance, I have to just leave the house. I don't get where they go. And that's one thing, like you said, that's one thing that this our youth, that exuberance is there. We want to go and meet some friends that are out there who will not even advise us appropriately. You understand? Like what happened to me, I left my dad's house at some point in time. I was a graduate then. And then I was like, Dad, this your talk is too much. When there's no money, no explanation.
Yes, no. Story.
So, So, I had nowhere to go. I just went to start to live with my sister. And then one or two things happened again, if you know who you are and you are not there yet, there will be an imbalance within your spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, you sometimes as a youth, you won't be able to explain it. But that stirring up will just be there. This happened to me. I left my dad's house. I went to my sister's place. The things I was not used to, washing plates, sweeping the floor, all of that.
Real life.
I began to do them, At the point, one or two things happened. I left my sister's place again. I had to go and start to stay in a church. Bed, they there now. So you have to arrange about 4 or 5 seats together. Carry one cushion. So it was actually there that I had a deep thing, that a serious prayer life. I said, God, there must be a change. There must. It's not. I had no choice, because it's just like I made a box, make one boxer box one person for corner. Say, come up for here today. So I had no choice. I said, God, you just have to come through.
Do you think sometimes in life, challenges or hard times helps to reshape your brain?
Yes, of course.
Do you think they helps like to get your vision, to get it right?
Yes. If we the youth of this generation, or even Gen Zs or the Gen whatever, it's if sometimes if some things don't happen, we won't be able to think deep. There are some of us like that. Because of my own, I know that I may suffer past, but at a point,
are you the last one?
I'm the last one.
Oh, I don't want that. You go watch it now.
I watched that out. It was kind of. There was a time I was so traumatized that I was sleeping in the church. We finished the vigil. Of course, no, there's nowhere to go. And I had to sleep in the church. Before they finished, the person locking the church didn't know I was inside. He just locked me inside the church. I didn't know. So when I woke up around past 9 or past 10, I just noticed the church was locked. I was calling everybody. Everybody was busy. Okay, the only person I could reach, say, I'm already on the island like this. Key, they were over me. I was, is this how? That was my. I had to hunger nearly wound me, and that pride would not allow me to call my family, my dad. And then I'm like, I've left the house. I'm not getting,
I'm a big boy.
I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
Hunger, why am I? And that the following day was a Saturday, so I had to wait till choir wanted to come and do rehearsal in the evening.
Ilé Olúwa lèmi ó máa gbé.
And I'm going to say, Ilé Olúwa sef, you know. So I mean, it was something like that. So to the point where I wanted to go and do my youth service. But after then, my dad didn't have one kobo to give to me. It was not because he doesn't want to.
And you know, it's kind of tough because as a child who was, growing up, I mean, I can get some of
all these things easily.
And all of a sudden,
everything just changed. I told my dad I was posted to Enugu. Dad, I'll be going for NYSC, blah, blah. He said, God will see you through. Okay, what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to help you look for transport to go to Enugu. I know then we need to buy those that are white something, all those cars, all those things. Yeah. So one night I no deal. So my dad said, how much is transport to Enugu? Maybe I heard that they used to pay you people. I said, I don't worry, when you get it, sort yourself. My dad just gave me 5,000 naira. Just the transport fare to leave Lagos to Enugu alone. I was like, who lives another state with 5,000 naira?
No plan B. What if something happens?
They run out. So, glory be to God. When I got to, I cried. I went to meet my pastor, the pastor G.D. Fabi. I told him,
shout out to you.
Shout out to you. I love you. He said, don't worry. Next thing, assuming I was to travel on a Monday, it was a Sunday my dad gave me, it was a Saturday evening my dad gave me that 5K. I just cried and called my pastor that night. Said, Daddy, I'm going to. He said, don't worry, let's see after church tomorrow. Saw him after church. All these are pastors, people will come and be seeing him after service. I had to wait. After church, he said, don't worry, I've discussed with a so person. Go and meet her, she'll give you 20,000.
Oh my God.
Baba, that 20,000 be like, you be like, say,
rich copper.
Baba, that night, now I begin to go to buy all those white clothes, all those shorts, gari, buy bottle granite, all those small things that we need. That night, I didn't even tell my dad anything. I just said, thank you so much, thank you. The following morning, I bought the bus to Enugu. And we lost there for road. Bus up, I don't know which road they follow. So it's part of the struggle. So
no, you see, we need to talk about this because life really happens, honestly. Yeah. And for me as a child, when this thing happens in my family, it was like a shock. But because we're actually brought up in that way that anything and I think it's good to have small street experience. So when some things happens, it won't really shock you that much.
I'll share this with you. I met a man. He's a regional head in a financial institution. We sat together. We had this kind of conversation. Said most of the problem comes from our parents. Why is that? Not all of us are exposed out of them trying to not let us
overprotect.
Yeah. That's what gives us that inexposure. And it doesn't give us what we need. Sometimes you allow some things to happen. You understand? So he told me that, he said after his child finished primary school or thereabout, he observed that his daughter likes repairing things, like something. So he now said, okay, go to this social workshop. All those people repairing electronics in like LG. Say, just go and learn there. Say, when after that girl goes there to learn anything, even if an ordinary small work clock spoil for us, that you don't worry, I'll do it.
I will do
DVDs, all those kind of things. Yeah. So the girl was already exposed to that space. He said after some time, the girl gained admission from school into a university with technology kind of stuff. That girl was already teaching her colleagues because she had a practical knowledge of what the lecturer was saying at some point in time. So she was already learning some things on YouTube.
She has been there before.
So, but those are the little things that our own parents they miss. One was even telling me that education now is just theoretical. And it's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
It's true. I did veterinary medicine. I mean, I don't
So you
want
were a
to.
graduate of vet.
Yeah, animal science. Yeah.
Are you
yeah.
serious? Wow.
Yeah.
We do something similar. We are of the same family as fishy. So, it's true that we're talking about this. And I think, sometimes when, and let me ask you this thing. As a graduate of, something related to vet, animal, and all these things, and now I'm sure you're doing something very,
Way different.
very different from, what you,
Yeah.
and I think that's the problem for a lot of graduates. They think, this is what I've gone to school to learn. It has to be this thing. So what would you say to graduates who are trying to find balance in that area? People who are like, they are just looking for, jobs opportunities in that area alone.
See, let me be very upfront with you. Two things: you need to be smart, and you need to be prayerful. So many of us, like me, I want if I were to be the one to choose, there sometimes the school will choose for you what they want you to study.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if you know what I mean.
I get that.
You're doing your pre-degree or your JAMB, everything. What your score qualifies, where they will push you.
And
Not
people say, if that be law.
and our parents that they are not learned. What they just want to hear is my child is a graduate or he's in school.
Yeah.
So I mean, people in that strata, you need to equip yourself. If that is your choice, or you studied something. Me, I figure out that I don't have passion for taking care of dogs and all those things. That's number one. I looked at my environment. I'd be like, is this really going to be financially
True.
I mean, I looked at my environment like, is this going to really pay me? I don't think I want to do this. If I were abroad now, hey,
how many people are really taking care
of yes, we have people on the island, Lagos, people. No, but how many of such?
What ratio? Yeah.
What ratio? So for me, it wasn't about the money. I will be very sincere. Passion is different, money is different. So if you find yourself in that space that you are struggling between what you study and what you want to do, I can tell you for free. Go and look at the great bankers we have now. None of them study banking and finance.
Yes.
None of them. And some of them did engineering. Some of them did medical sciences. And guess what? People in the sciences, they excel more because they tend to have a broader kind of experience in that space. So it's not mandatory that this is what I read, this is what, as a man, as an individual in the Nigeria of today, you must be able to diversify. When they are saying, just like our Igbo brothers, shout out to our Igbo brothers.
Igbo gun.
Anything where you say you want buy, they say.
Yes.
Any business,
they sell them.
They sell them. They go before you know it. They go enter another shop.
Yeah.
They go. So as an individual, you need to you don't need to have this kind of stereotype mindset.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to diversify.
I mean, you are in Nigeria.
You are in Nigeria.
All things go.
Even one of the rules of finances, it doesn't tell you to look at one source of income.
Yeah.
That's it, because that source of income. What if something happens to it? You are done. You are gone. So you should look elsewhere. Someone should be attentive.
Very smart.
Should be very smart. And when you're talking, okay, for instance, when I resumed my first banking career was in United Bank for Africa. That time, during those years, the job guru, where they say, who they send CV, upload CV that year. I came out with 2 now. I know cheat school, choose school, no cheat me. They take 2. I got 2. You understand? So I knew that if I sat down at home, I wasn't going to get a good job. Because we have people that had first class, strong 2, and they are still sending jobs with connection. I mean, I could sit down for hours with my 2 to begin. They see that. I said, no. Do you know what I did? I printed my CV. I bought a ream of paper. I went to where they are printing. I began to go to every bank. Please, my name is SOBOWALE. I work. I'm an applicant. Confident. I borrow this where I borrow. I wish I could. Maybe I will share my picture with you there. Baba, the shoe where I wear. I borrow. The chokoto. And I borrow. The only thing I own are my brother suit.
Yeah.
But the shirt obviously I had that one. If it's my bed, if I open my bed too much, you. So I walked in there into those banks, about 6-7 banks. I approached them. Hi, my name is DRE SOBOWALE. I'm an applicant here, but I figured out if I
At least if you don't have anything, have English.
have English. Yeah, I know how to approach people.
Yeah.
I said, I'd like you to help me. I mean, I know if I drop my CV as stated, it might end up in the trash. Please, can you just help me? I'm an applicant. The first bank I went to, I don't know for publicity, I don't know. The guy said, "Wow, you speak so eloquent." Like, okay, follow me. He took me from the ground floor to their fourth floor where their HR was. Just pointed. I said, "That's the floor." When I got it down, I said, "How did you get up here?" I said, "Please, let's forget how I got here. Can you please take my CV?" I said, "Okay." I didn't even address the recipient well. You went to right, so Marina. This one. I went to second bank too. Same thing. Third bank, same thing. Because but I don't forget I put one. And the Shokoto. So that day was
the borrowing has to go.
So I had to go to this bank. Guess what? 3 banks called me. 3 of them called me. And they gave me offers. So from 0 to someone that now has 3 offers. So I now, like I said, they didn't know it was about the money for me. I just wanted to escape whatever. So, I mean, I asked this one, how much is in the offer letter? Okay, so amount. How much is in the offer letter? So amount. How much is so I first screened one out. See,
out of it. Work along, so
and I began to look at 2. I began to do my findings. Okay, what's the work culture here? What is this thing? What's that? I began to ask questions, So, and then I just figured out how to settle with one, that their money too was very cool. And and what I read about them was cool as well. So, and that was how I started. I started, as a veterinary sciences or animal science person. I didn't know anything in there, but I knew I was going to pass. In banking, then you will hear they say you have to do a 3-month banking school, and you must pass so that before you are now. Brother, I told myself, for me to get here, I go pass. Everything they were saying was like, because my background was never commercial. I was telling myself, say here.
Die.
So
I think it's a way out, moment for somebody listening to us at this time. I mean, don't give up and just keep pushing. Let people keep telling you, at the airport, yes. Until you reach there. So just keep pushing. I mean, keep taking those opportunities, keep approaching, and I mean, it's going to be better. Like for somebody like you who is into gospel, let's talk about gospel music promotion. This is a very broad conversation, and I think there's a lot to say about this. So I know, you were in Lagos before, work brought you to Ibadan, and now you're in Ibadan. So what would you say about gospel music in Lagos, gospel music in Ibadan City?
It's totally different.
Totally different. Expatiate.
Okay. Gospel music in Lagos is very broad, very, how do I put it? Lagos is a very busy city.
Yeah.
So sometimes for you to get people's attention, you will have a lot of work to do. So, and Lagos is like a centralized, I don't want to use the word market, centralized hub where you need the Spirit of God to pull people in to do what they ought to do normally.
Yeah. I can relate.
You understand? For instance, you're hosting an event in Lagos. Everybody, don't be like say you did London. Everybody get one shift or the other. You understand? So if you don't get mind of God, you don't get God, and you are not really called, and you are in music in Lagos, Abba,
it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be a tough one for you because it's a very vast space that
there's a lot of competition.
There's a lot of competition in Lagos, but one thing I observe is, it's just Lagos is like a hub to project yourself better.
Yeah.
It's like a hub to project yourself better because if you watch We have mega, almost all the headquarters of the churches are in Lagos.
Yes, yeah.
Even in Lagos about the expressway,
Yeah.
So I think that's one of the
Do
reasons.
you think real music is between Lagos and Ibadan? Like real gospel music artist.
No. Why I'll say no is because
There's somebody in Osun State who is thinking, let me just get to Ibadan first.
uh,
I'll get it right. And there's somebody in Ibadan thinking,
let me just get to Lagos. My brother, all those things no follow. There's one guy in Port Harcourt. His name is Bamidele. I've forgotten his son name. Guy is very good. I've not seen him. He's very good. See, one thing I know is once God is in something, once God is in you, is in your stuff, Baba. Anything where you do go blow. Forget it. It may take time. It may your location matters too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes God might ask you to move from point A to point B, or you might need to strategically do some things. But once you have it, you have it.
Yeah. You are the first carrier, not the. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask you something. And we need to be sincere. These things happens very well. So let me face the camera. We want to break the table. There are a lot of churches in Ibadan who would give a Lagos artist times 3 of what they are giving somebody in Ibadan. Why do you think it is like that?
That table.
Because this thing happens.
That table where you want break.
I won't break this table. So
you see, I'm not in the business aspect of gospel music. I'm not in it. But however, we can't shy away from it because there's always.
It's the truth.
You see, there's always a cost implication in everything. For instance, you're bringing someone from Lagos to Ibadan. Automatically, the cost will be higher because at least the cost of logistics.
Thank you. God bless you. Now, the cost will be higher because they are traveling down to Ibadan.
Yeah, they are coming.
But when an Ibadan artist is going to Lagos, it's not like that.
Well,
or do you think is a matter of the artists themselves? Do you think like maybe it is the artist value that will speak for how they will be, catered or taken
there's
care
a way
of?
you project yourself,
Okay.
your brand. I don't want to use the word business. I'm very careful. There's a way you project your ministry, your brand, and your gift that will make people want you. And trust me, anybody that wants you can afford your cost of logistics to pay. If you are gifted, you are talented, and you have the grace of God upon your life, people will pay. I've had people booked, of course, it's very common now. They will have to book people's flights from Lagos to Warri to Abuja. Do you know what it costs to book airpiece or all this
for
an entire team?
Yeah.
There was a church that booked one of my friend Bio to UK. All team.
So it comes down to the value of the artist. It doesn't matter wherever. And it's true. I think there are some artists that are not even in the core city of Osun State, and you see them in Lagos around, and they are, moving around also. So it doesn't really matter. So for an artist who is thinking, I have to be here, why don't you work on yourself first? Why don't you have that value first? Before, because you can move to wherever you think, and at the end of the day, just not functioning well.
Yeah, there's a lot. And I'll use this analogy. It's just like our spiritual life. It's like a tree. The height you're going to attain is determined mostly by your depth.
Yeah.
The depth of your roots.
Say that again. That's so powerful. Yeah.
So many of I don't want to talk. So many of us just think just like a food that people eat, a shop. You and I know where they cook some food.
Yes.
So it's how is your depth that will determine a whole lot of things, or how high you can go. Because so many of all these artists, they work extra. I have so many of them that even me, they say, guy, how do you do this? How do you do this? You can't say you're having just one rehearsal in a week and one church is calling you want to go and do you're the top gospel artists you see today. They work extra hard.
Yes.
I can tell you that for free. They work extra hard. At least if I don't know one, at least I know of Some of them they will rehearse full days, stay in the studio. In the middle of the night, they wake up again, continue rehearsal. No, this thing is not like that. This is this, this is that. So you can't just compare yourself to someone that I just say you just go and pay for 2-hour session or 3-hour session. Say I should get there. Okay. So when you just this there is nothing to do with spirituality now. The hard work.
Just hard work, yeah.
When A comes to play, has done a lot of synchronization, scoring of songs, harmony, blending. They know what they want to hear. They know that's why it will seem as though some gospel artists will come to play on a set. Their sound will be as though they are better. And it's the same sound another person who used to sing. The person will be sounding as if he's singing nonsense.
That's true. And it happens in concerts.
It happens.
Yeah. It's true.
In fact, some people say,
everything might change.
It is the same sound, the same everything. But so it means there's
professionalism
something that's been done.
You know, I really want to, because there was something I heard. Somebody said, do you know that cocoa house you are seeing? That very tall cocoa house. If you see the foundation is enough like to hold a whole building.
Yes.
So it's so deep. So your depth matters.
Yeah. It matters, yes.
Yeah, it matters.
So many of our artists permit me to say that we just carried away by.
You think people are lazy in gospel music?
Being lazy is relative.
Okay.
For instance, someone can be lazy, not doing enough as expected in my own standard. And not not lazy in a particular space. For instance, the taste and the quality of what you expect and your depth in or your understanding of music will help you say this thing is not too good. We need to still, But some people, is it okay? I don't know. She lazy, I can't say it's lazy because there's a little bit of work that's been put in place. You understand? But for someone that wants extra quality, for instance, somebody wants to mimic a gospel artist of mine in terms of his instrumentation and playing. I sat him, I said, guy, don't you have head? Somebody sat and brought about this. What's wrong with you too?
You can give us.
You too can create your own. Just sit down, pray, churn out things, and I'm sure one day, if you churn out one before you reach 50, they go like at least one or two. And in music, just 1 or 2 videos can.
Thank you for going there. I was about to ask you something. Do you think there are some artists they don't even have a song to their credit, and they go around. You understand? So some artists they don't even have a song to their credit. Do you think you can maintain your career with no song to your credit?
No, I will not mix words about that. It's just like how do I put it?
Because as a music person, I feel like there are songs that they need to like be able to,
it's like if you go to Messi's house, he has a stadium there.
Yes.
If you go to C. Ronaldo's house,
yes, they always have a mini stadium.
They have a mini stadium there. That is their training hub. That's like that's their kitchen. So you don't even have a song to yourself. So what are you ministering? Are you a minister at all?
You can gather people's...
See. Let me tell you something. The scripture that is written today, God inspired it through some people. And it's written, right? Yeah. Such is music too. Music is not... Some people are gifted.
Yeah.
Just sit down like this. All of those... Something can come in that space. But you are not really inspired to sing the music. You are just carried away by the exuberance of the reading of the, In no time, I just give you, there's
you can be making
the money now.
Time will tell.
Yeah. When people want to trace your source, okay, who is so person? What has he done? I was trying to profile someone a friend. For a particular church in United Kingdom, say, okay, can you send us his page? on Instagram. Let's see what he has done. Next thing they were like, he's just doing the norm, singing every other person's song. That's just
Chai.
that was the feedback I got.
Chai.
Sometimes I struggle trying to share people's video. I have to scream myself. Oh yeah, okay. You want to give this person this particular event? Okay, Dario, who is this person? Okay, can we give the person the event? Okay, do you know him too? I say yes. Oh, he's trying. He's coming up. Can we have his video? Yeah, share with me your IG page or your TikTok or whatsoever. I go there myself. I will not be scrolling up. I don't know which one. Because Instagram, if you share the link, they will click the link and go to the
whole page. Yeah. Now, before we leave the music, I'm trying to talk about music because you are a gospel music promoter, and I know a lot of music personnel, aspiring music ministers, they are going to watch this episode, and I wanted to get, something, a way out from this conversation. Now, there is music business, there is music ministry.
Yeah.
But it's so unfortunate that people are mixing it. For somebody like me, I think I was able to understand it early. Now, do you think it is proper? Now, I want to break another table, Dr. Dre. Do you think it is proper to host a gospel concert and monetize entry?
Ha!
Give me that. Do you think it's proper?
I wouldn't say it's proper.
Or should you get your water?
I don't mind at this junction. You see, let me tell you something. Some of us have grace to do some certain things, and some people don't. For instance, I've been hosting events since 2013. I think God allows, there's a perfect will of God, there's a permissive will of God. That's the angle I'm going to tilt this to. For someone like me, I don't believe in it. Why? It's because it's more. There's concert, there's program. Less concert/event, and there's a program. They are two different things. You can monetize a concert. You can monetize your event. What is a concert? What is an event? Where people will come and sing. Some people will either be ministered to or be excited or to have fun. You sit down, your comedy person will come. A comedian will come, you will dance, you will laugh. I don't have some people mix that. But for a program that is supposed to be gospel related, I've never done it. And in my own space, I'm not permitted to do it because I've never even had a reason to do it because I thought about it. How God works with individual is different. I've been hosting events, like I said, since 2013 or 12 or thereabout. And then I've never had the need to do that because how much I did the maths, for instance, how much do I want to charge people?
Yeah.
How much am I getting the hall? For instance, how much am I doing sound, light, publicity, billboards, logistics, a whole lot of things, protocol. So how much do they want to really pay me with the...
That can be compared to... I don't think whatever you get at the event, will be up to the inputs you've put.
That's that aside. Number two is that I personally... I don't think I would do it because I'm not permitted to. I've never even prayed and inquired about it. All my life in Lagos, I've never ever talked about it. But because even some of all these artists, if you want to call them and they see ticket or something,
then they're ready to charge you. Yeah, that's true.
But you
business never.
You the table 5 million.
Yeah.
4 on the table or whatsoever 2 million.
How many meters?
So that's me personally. I'm not permitted to do that. I've hosted events in both in Nigeria, Canada. And we are even looking at one. I've never thought about it. For now, I am not permitted to.
Yeah.
I am not permitted to. However, if some church say they want to host me, they want me to help them to put a program together, and they said they want to monetize their own program. You can see my logo there. Say, okay, hosted by
Lagbaja.
Jimmy. I just
Yeah, and I think the reason why I understand that, I mean, there's cost. I mean, for an artist that will get an event for Kinecon million, you understand. But for me, I just think a soul is more than the biggest money. In if Christ can leave 99 just to chase one soul.
also.
If you could leave 99 to chase one soul, it means like a soul that is coming to be blessed in that event is more than whatever income we are thinking of getting.
When you say a soul event, you see, our use of grammar is there's a program, there's an encounter. For instance, God gave us, I orchestrated Ultimate Street Praise, Night of Exploit, for instance. I can't say a program is Night of Exploit, team, for instance. And I say, yeah, gate fee.
It's true.
It's not a match. So that's why I said sometimes we need to distinguish between an event or a program or a revival, as the case may be. I'm not against anybody doing that. But that is not.
It's a personal thing.
It's a personal thing. It's a personal thing. I wouldn't say. I've seen so many. The bottom line is, it's very expensive, truth be told, to put a program together. I've been to a couple of your events. You can tell.
It's true.
It's now. It's starting now.
This economy.
It is economy now. The hall I use in Ibadan for I don't want to mention their name. They just told me they increased their cost now from 1.8 million.
I had to.
You had to.
Yes.
So about 3.5 million.
Yes.
At the time, 3.5 million for hall alone. I don't understand. Sound is still there. Publicity is there.
If you get the hall, no publicity.
Who will come there?
So it means publicity is an important.
Imagine. Let's just do a rough estimate. Hall alone, for instance, 3.5 million. We never invite anybody. We don't know what happen.
Artist is not there.
Say you are bringing in, brother. Say you are bringing in 4 medium artists. Each of them averagely 800, 1 million.
1 million.
Another 4 million. Don't go. We never invite anybody. Sound and stage. Another like 3 million, 3.5 million, say 4 million.
Yeah.
We're already talking about 12 million.
Yeah. For an event.
Publicity never did. Billboard. You know the cost of
using that kind of event center, you need to publicize.
You need to publicize. Yeah. Billboard, give or take, minimum.
Mobilization. Student and corporate.
Exactly. Come and give us a bus. Yes. Come and give us a bus. Some as fast. For instance, this Ibadan or your state, they'll say, we are isolated. They don't invite us for you. Just give them 2 buses. If it's possible for them to sit down on this, they will sit down on this. Yeah. So, for instance, a bus that will take you from here to Oyo cannot take less than 120K because of this cost of fuel. So all these costs don't they enter 20 million.
That's true.
Now we think the ginger people will say, I got.
Now let's create a balance. For an artist who is not going to, I think we need to bring it down to our people too.
Yeah.
For an artist who is not charging for their events, people should understand that they are spending a lot.
Yeah.
So I think, there was a time Paul knows so we so I think people should just understand that when you see a young creative into, whatever, just, I don't want to mention music alone. People that are doing comedy, they're also doing well too. And as long as it is glorifying God, let people also, try to support them.
Truth be told, that's absolutely 100%. And that has been the synergy between myself and I and my friends. You know them. That has been the synergy between us because most of them, that's the synergy. They support me. I can mention names here. They support me a lot. Like I said in one of the podcasts I have my very good. It's now my brother. We are no longer friends. No, there are some people where they don't do something for me for this life. They will just like see person stab you for hand. Say that mark we did here. You can't forget. He has done several things. several things. You know, when you have a friend that just prioritizes you, not that you are giving him money or you are doing anything, but just prioritize you.
Big shout out to Bio, by the way.
Bio,
Pomo.
master, mommy.
So there's supposed to be wow there. Wow, mommy. So you see, it's a lot. To in fact, the smallest program that you're thinking on in fact, the least you can do is just to go there and support them. Just your appearance.
Let me cut you short. A senior veteran in the music industry, not gospel, saw every of our stuff on social media. He called me, said, I want to invite you for our program. I'm giving you a table. Said, come and vet my program. Come on, I want you to critique my program. He said because he has been doing it. If he's doing events, if he's watching this video, he knows himself. So he said if he's doing events, his doctor has to be beside him because his blood pressure rises when he doesn't get what he ought to get. I said, Baba, I don't go anybody event, go critique the event. I said, if you like rent, for instance, Jogo Center, and then I come there, I see 2 people in the whole of that hall. I will give you thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a lot. The initiative alone.
I will tell you, I will give you thumbs up. Why? It's not because of people didn't come. I believe if God wants something done, it will be done. There was a story Baba Omolayin said. They organized a concert in US or UK or thereabout. They organized, have done publicity, done everything. It was only a lady that came, one. Said the reason why she's just here is because they are going to deport her the following day. And then she just wants to come and pray in church. The pastor just prayed with her. The following day, they got to court where they're supposed to decide whether she should be deported or not to be deported. And then now said, okay, your last words, please have mercy on me. It is with this, my documentless situation, I'm feeding my lonely mother at home. So if you return me back to her, there's nothing doing. And it is the same judge that is supposed to persecute her that was telling that was saying, okay, look at this social loop in this amendment, so something under social law. This lady is eligible to apply for this. You know, someone that's supposed to prosecute you now, you come
be your advocate.
So don't forget, it started from a supposed big hall event, and one person came.
That's why I said a soul sometimes is more than.
So if you tell me that if I don't want to mention the name, the man, I said, if he says come on, I said I will not. I will come there, sit down. If you give me food, I will eat. I will drink your drink. I will enjoy the program because I've been there, Baba.
Yeah, I can't criticize you.
I will not.
And people should learn this too.
Because I know the energy. Put in it. Energy. It's strong. Last event I did, Mosik.
I was in the planning.
You were in the planning group. Go, shout out to my team, Not of Exploit group, Dr. DRE Foundation. I was sick into the event. As in, when he said his doctor will be with him, he giving me. The doctor will be cool and calm down. And he's the one that he doesn't believe in structure. If he give you something to do in the next 2 minutes, he doesn't even give you time. He would go and start doing it. He wants to be everywhere. Say, Papa, you go
knock.
You go knock.
Yeah, it's a lot, honestly.
It's a lot.
I think people should learn from this. So I decided to take my time on this topic because I know it's quite controversial, and I think we should not be pointing fingers of blame to anybody for some of these things. You never can tell where they're coming from. I mean, it's a lot. Now, Dr. DRE, before we round up this section, let's talk about family.
Wow.
Yeah, I decided to take it like your upbringing, career, the music, and Dr. DRE is a banker. Even we don't know. Okay, let's not go there. So let's talk about family.
Okay.
So how is what can you say? How is family to you?
Sweet. Interesting.
Now, you part of the stories that I know about you is that you got married, and for some time, it's easy for a young guy who is going into marriage to say, "My babe, this night I go knock you. I know it's a triplet they come after this." It's easy to say so. Now, when you discover first year delay, second year delay. Now, how were you taking it? Was there anything you were like, Abi, I shouldn't have married this person? Abi, this person told me, Abi, we're not supposed to do this wedding. There's a way different thoughts will be coming, like, we're not supposed to shout. I've seen people who fail to shout. They are still waiting. And people will shout at the old world. Now that night, the wife, what can you say about that? I know you waited for several years looking for kids, and how was that moment for you?
It was a. Let me use an irony.
How long did you have to wait for?
7 years.
7 years. Oh, so now how was that moment for you?
Wow, it was a good and a terrible one. And I'll start from this space. I resonate with what you said. And they say, don't make noise, don't do this one, don't do that. But I don't believe in all those stuffs. Yes, some of it may be true. I mean, that's why the place of prayer, the place of being in God before you decide who to join you, goes a long way.
Yeah. Who to join you?
Some Bible says, and a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave.
Yeah.
Can we Google the word cleave?
Olagbara.
And they shall become what? One flesh. Yeah. So it means if your wife go and slap somebody outside,
now you slap. I love this area you are going, sir. Yeah. There are men who say, you are just giving me female children. You are just giving me male children. When are you now?
Let's go into the scientific aspect of it. Do you know it's actually the man that decides which gender comes out? Not even the woman.
Men, don't be giving that one.
You're giving me this one.
Boys alone.
Don't be woman be your conjo wella. Don't be woman be alakija. People forget which one be gender or no gender.
That's true.
So I mean, back to your question. By the grace of God, we waited 7 years, and someone like me, I like my word to be my bond. If I tell you A is A. So it depends on whichever condition that will make my A B.
Yeah.
If my A is not going to be A in again, I will tell you, make you see reasons why A is now going to be B. There was a lot of pressure from both sides.
From the family.
Families, yes. My parents and her parents. It was crazy. Crazy that I'm a type of person, my profession makes me soak in a lot of pressure. Yeah. I know how to soak a lot of pressure. No matter it is that is happening, I soak it in. So except we are very close friends. Except we are very close friends before I can tell you, say, guy, you know that this thing, say, So if some of my friends, when I tell them something that happens, DRE.
You did try.
So except we are close, that's when I can share. But then it was crazy pressures from our parents, and that was even one of the origins of why I came to Ibadan.
Oh, really?
I requested for a redeployment to Ibadan.
Are you serious?
Yes. Why? My dad and my mom.
So you started your family in Lagos?
In Lagos, yes.
Oh wow! So it was that moment.
It was waiting, those moments of waiting, pressure, this and that. Is this? I said, at the point I told my dad. I said, please let this be the last time you talk to me about this.
Are you serious?
I told him, yeah. I said, before we got into it, God helped us. I was not too serious by then, but I prayed and God helped me. So when God was, there was already, Yoruba would say, don't worry, God will settle everything. So I wasn't scared, but every Saturday morning, my mom, my dad would just come, go, early in the morning.
You'll come to the house?
My house, yes.
Are you serious?
In Lagos. Say, then I was living in a room and parlor. My wife would be inside the room, me, I'll be in the living room. So everything we are saying,
she can hear.
She can hear everything now. So at the point I told, please, I don't appreciate this. She's my wife, yes, and I don't think there was even pressure to marry another person. There was that kind of pressure.
It's a lot of time.
Most software, I said, Daddy. Even at the point in time, this on the lighter note, they said my wife was a witch. See, blah 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 blah. I said, "Na person go marry witch."
Yes, sir. I accept if Nabi go.
Now person go marry wish. And when I go home, God helped me handle very sensitive and critical situations like they were child's play. God helped me, in quotes. When I go home, I told my wife, I said, they say you be wish. And we don't get money. Don't you notice they wish your wish? I told her, I said, tell your people.
They shower us money.
They give me 10 billion naira or 20 billion. Let me now see the father of the person that will now say I'm married to a wish. When
I'm enjoying the wishing.
When I enjoy the wishing. So we just took that on a very light note.
I get.
And just to make her throw out everything. Most times when they're talking to me in the living room, before I go inside, she's already crying. And then I go try the that parents, their voice go loud. Say daddy ignore me wale.
They will not even care now. They go over my fellow me say. Yeah.
So during those period God helped me.
So you had to relocate.
Yes.
It was part of your reason
my runaway strategy.
Yeah. So that they will not
after I relocated, my dad said, Ibolungbeni Ibadan Fewaki. I said no. When the time is right, you come and greet us. And apparently, when those pressure was much, she'd already taken it. Nobody knew. I didn't mention it to anybody.
So after 7 years of waiting,
yeah, she took in.
And it was twins.
It was twins. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was funny enough. The person that carried my baby before me. I wish I can share some pictures to show those moments when I saw my children. The person is here.
Wow.
Funny. I mean, the pressure was much. This one, that one, is this, is that. Ojon law, this one, that's Ojon law. And when she took in at a point in time, she even lost.
So when you came to, she took in the first time, she lost the pregnancy.
Yeah.
So when they heard,
I didn't tell anybody.
Oh, really?
I didn't. I was part of the things I told you. I soaked in a lot of pressure.
How old was the pregnancy?
About 5 months.
5 months?
Yes.
Wow. Boy, or girl?
Instead of twins.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The first pregnancy you were going to have after?
Yes.
And you lost the pregnancy?
Yeah. This is like the first time I'm mentioning it anywhere.
And you kept trying again? So how long did it take to have another one?
Funny enough, it was not planned. After we lost the first pregnancy, the doctor called me around 3 a.m. She was in Lagos because of Medicare and blah blah blah. And then doctor called me, Dre, we're sorry, this and that, it was this, it was that. I said, okay, sir. God that did that one. Go do another one. What you just
when you heard that she was pregnant for the first time, you were going to be happy.
Baba, PPCs. I was going to shock my people, and God still helped me shock them. I cool down. When I heard she lost, the only thing I was thinking at the back of my head is, my wife. I just need her to be okay. I just need her to be fine. Because if you are close to me, not even my wife now, I just want you to be fine. I just want you to be fine. So I just want her to be fine. So I just told the doctor, help me take care of her. How soon can I come and pick her? This one, that one, that one. I said, you can, okay, she should be okay within a week. They will just watch her hormones, blah, 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 come back to normal. So a week is within a week. I go to watch her for a year by myself. So I went back to Lagos, picked her, brought her to Ibadan. So she was always thinking every now and then. I like,
calm down. But it's her fault.
I know. She was always thinking. At the point in time, I noticed that thinking. Okay, me too. I now took leave from work. I now started to spend a lot of time with her, crack jokes, work, do this one, do that one. In the same space, I hold her hand. Don't worry, God is with us. We pray. In that space. From there,
in that space of praying, you did do.
Baba, I not go do that. It's part of. That sometimes you feel alone in a problem or in a challenge.
Yeah.
So, but if by the grace of God you feel someone is with you, then at least you have not till 100% rest, you know that, okay, I'm not alone.
I'm not alone.
You know, there are sometimes in some marriages, some men will just like, you just, that kills the other party.
Yeah.
The more. So by the time you give me everywhere goes soft. Even if you don't have a solution to the problem challenge, yes.
The encouragement.
Yeah, encouragement now. Don't worry, everywhere goes soft.
So how long did it take to have another?
In the same, like a year or two after I gave birth to my first set of twins, 2022. The next 2 years I gave birth to another one.
So now it means you had like your wife conceived twins 3 times.
3 times.
She lost the first one.
Yeah.
So now when your family and everybody that was saying winch. Now when they had winch down, give us speaking.
Abba, I became a celebrity. You see, the first set of twins, my wife was in the labor room and my dad called. I was like, oh, this one, that one. I said, hello, busy, everybody busy. And my wife was already in the labor room.
So you guys didn't tell them you were expecting?
For both.
Wow. For the first one she lost and this one, you didn't tell them? Are you serious?
So, I didn't tell them. So when she gave birth, I just called my dad, but I said, Monique, your phone, you know.
Child.
Congratulations. How ọkùnrin ló bí àbóbìnrin mi ni ọbọkùnrin.
Child.
Oh, but everywhere scatter.
Child.
Everywhere scatter. He said, you want to come by? Am I worried? I'm taking my time. I'm taking my life.
After 7 years of waiting.
Abba.
So now let me tell you, before we round up, what would you tell somebody, a man who is in this? You know, you've been there. What would you tell that man?
Be intentional. Don't give up. Be prayerful. Have mentors around you. Sometimes challenges want to get to you. My approach towards challenges is I treat it as though it doesn't exist. Not that I'm not thinking about it, but I don't allow it to make me look more like a fool.
Yeah.
There are some problems that happen to some people. Something can happen to me and you now. Your reaction towards it to give that thing gravity.
Yeah. Don't let it influence
Don't let it.
You.
One woman in my church. If some of you are on my WhatsApp status, you know how much I joke a lot on my status.
Yeah.
After 7 years when I waited and the woman saw that she heard the story. We've been church members. I always see me in church. We always joke. And she heard the story. Said, Darren, come. I heard you waited for 7 years. I said, yes, ma'am. And you just give it. I said, yes, ma'am. So, but on your status, you have just been cracking jokes.
Yeah.
I said, am I supposed to be crying on my status? Am I supposed to be?
Wow.
Am I supposed to be crying on my status? And when God did not crown it, was this last set of twins I had.
Now, after you lost the first pregnancy, the second one you guys had the twins, and
yes.
Now God now wanted to
my pastor laughed me tired.
Child.
My pastor.
So person when they wait for picking for 7 years.
2 of them, Pastor Tunde Olumuriyo and Pastor Caleb, they laughed me tired. I was at work. My wife said she was feeling weak. She was weak. This and that. I said, Madam, I beg, free me. Waiting be weak. You have HMO hospitals there. If you are weak, go to the hospital. They check everything. Nothing. Doctor now say, Abi. It's something that was something I've already created a structure to take care of. So I don't need to be. So the doctor said, now do the pregnancy test. My wife now scanned it to me from the same hospital. He said, how they do it? Pregnancy test. You now put is equal to positive plus. I look at it, I say, Mama, I don't born boy, I don't born girl. I don't know. I don't get money. I don't get money. Like play. I was just very casual about it. I said, God, is this how you can be? I was still indifferent. The doctor now called me and said, say your wife is pregnant, but with what he's looking at.
Tell me not to faint.
He said with what he's looking at, he has not done a scan, but with there's a way that
Yeah.
if I say how that it would take red.
Yeah.
Is it this one? Is it from that? He said I should bring my wife. So they come and do scan. So my wife got there. I was just like, even when people are done deceiving yourself, I still think how I go take get 3 children in this economy. I was like, she lied down, they put something, rub something on her tummy, all those they are medical thing. I put, she said, this is the first one, this is the second one. Mr. Sobowale, I can confirm now that there are 2.
Again.
And they watch out for screen, they put that screen by one side like this.
Child.
They say this is 1, this is 2. So you can't see from 0 to hero.
Child.
Blessing can't too much. I can't think 0. Who gives that to 4 these days? From 0.
Wow.
So it was from then I just prayed. I said, God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen?
So you had the last set of twins in Nigeria?
No. In New Brunswick, Canada. I'm coming there.
My God.
I'm coming there. So I was talking to my as one of my brother, Pastor Olatubosun Shegun Olarere. Shout out to him. I said, Papa, now the issue where I find myself with this, so see that they share now. Let's give God the glory. My pastors were all laughing at me. Pastor Tunde Olumori and Pastor Caleb. They were just laughing. He said, look at you. Agree also rest prayer. Meanwhile, all those period I was accommodating, just showing nothing. These were my prayer partners. They're like, Papa, more pray. Let's join for that. It is settled. God is, when John will come at you, Baba, they go, they laugh me. He said, God say, go and show you. Say, he is God. You understand? So I spoke to my brother in New Brunswick. He said, Daddy, let your wife come and give birth in Canada now. Just go and work for money. Let's see how come.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I told him, I said, why wasn't they born for the year?
I won't come born
twins, Baba. I don't get money. The guy said, don't worry, God go on, you just come. Say, okay. I had a crazy sleepless night. My wife will be beside me. She won't know all these things. So me, I'm sometimes I'll be deep in thought. She's kind of like this. But sometimes I got carry the issue put for one side.
And I would pray, oh God, don't do I'm like, Jehovah choke.
When God just used 1 or 2 men of God for me, I just flew my wife down to Canada. God told you everything was. You will not say hand of God day. We just went in. We planned. We paid for the medicals, everything. Even to the point of delivery. I was here now for YouTube. I watch my wife give birth.
Are you serious?
For video call.
Wow.
And then
wow. This is a big testimony.
Yes.
Honestly, this is the best way to round up section because is that to this section cannot leave you. Especially if you are the type who's been trusting God for a way out in one way or the other. Before we round up section, I want to tell you, and I want to make this announcement. Dr. Drew will be part of our panelists for, the Way Out conference in the city of Ibadan. So every young person is like, just come. Parents, just chase your children out. They need to have this serious and important life experience. Wow, Dr. Dre, on this note, sincerely. Thank you for coming, sir.
It's a pleasure. I told you
really impacted us. Thank you so much.
Anytime you come, except I'm not in the country.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Our listeners, just share this video. And don't forget to subscribe. This will bless you. I don't even know how to sign out. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
So how can they reach you on social media, sir? All
right. On social media, I'm much more visible on Facebook and Instagram. Dr. G_Naija on Instagram. On Facebook, DRE Sobowale is my name. Just follow, like. I don't have much of anything there, but at least much more work there. We'll see how.
Ladies and gentlemen, on this note, Way Out conversation. Thank you for watching. See you next time. We love you.
Bye.